All right, what's up? Today I want to talk about the topic of is DBD the most toxic gaming community? And to start off, I don't think so. I feel like a lot of people misuse the word toxic in this community. It's so overused and just misused that it just lost its meaning. And I don't think it's toxic. If you're like me and you grew up playing Call of Duty or like Halo or any like Xbox game back in the day, you know people were more toxic there than what you have here. Because people would say crazy stuff. In DBD, people don't really say crazy stuff. Like, I don't want to say no one does it, but I don't see it often. I don't see a lot of people say crazy stuff. Like, for example, if you watch, Spook and Juke's videos, people don't usually say crazy stuff. They act really entitled. And I think that's what it is. I think people are just really entitled in the community and just have a very bad mindset when it comes to playing this game. Not toxic, just really unhealthy mindset with the game where they take things too personal. Let's say they're, getting capped. They think the killer is just doing it out of some ill intent. Or if survivors are, doing gens really fast, they think the survivors are just being like, freaking gremlins or something. When that's not the case, people are just trying to have fun in their way. And I feel like people just take it way too personal. And then that's what makes people think that the game is really toxic. So like if they're being camped, they think the killer is being toxic. Or the gens are going fast, they think the killer is being toxic. And it's just, I think why people think that is because the term is just misused and misunderstood. I don't think it's toxic. I just think people just approach this game with a very bad mindset. And it makes sense why people would do that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that exactly. I mean, there's something wrong with it because, like, it's a bad mindset. But there's a reason why people think that way, and it's just how the game is. It's asymmetrical. So it's not like Call of Duty. If like someone else is camping in the game, you'll camp too. If they're using a shotgun, you just do this. You do the same thing back, basically, right? But in DBD, you can't really do the same thing back. Let's say you're being camped, you can't camp the killer back. You can only do so much in that situation. If survivors are stunning you with the flashlight, you can't do the same treatment back to them. So it feels very toxic to people because they don't have any control on this. They're doing the same thing. They can do something similar, like they can teabag the killer, or the killer can hit on hook. Like there's very things that can be similar, but because of how different the sides are, they can't like equate their things to each other on like other games. And I think that's what it is. People are just they take things personal because of how one sided the game can be. And I don't think it's toxic. Like again, like I don't in my experience, I have been said like crazy shit too. Like, oh, I'm stupid. Oh, why am I camping? GG easy, whatever. But I wouldn't say that stuff is toxic, really. I would just say it's just like it's not shit talk in the same way that Call of Duty is. Like shit talking Call people say, oh, it's just shit talk and they say a slur. And DBD is like actual shit talk. You got teabaggers, you got someone saying GG easy in chat or saying, something simple like, oh, do you really have to camp? Or do you really have to do gens really fast? It's just like very slight little jabs that I don't really see as toxic, just little things. And I think that's what people think is toxic. They just make things too personal. Um Now there are some people, like don't get me wrong, like if you watch some Spoken Jukes videos, there's, a few people who do say some crazy shit, but usually, whenever he's making those videos, it's just people who are having a bad day and they just, got mad. That's it. It's just people who got mad at something. Not like not taking a jab at his video. I'm just saying, like, usually it's just people who are just mad and they just say a slightly bad thing. That's it. I don't think that's toxic. I think it's just people it's just how gaming is. So no, I don't think DBD is the most toxic gaming community. Is it the most entitled? Yes. I think people are already entitled in this community and they have a lot of people have unhealthy mindsets when they play this game. I used to be one of those people. Like when I first played, I used to get really mad at people tunneling me or camping me. I used to get mad at quote unquote gen rushers. But like I grew out of that because it's a fucking game. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I thought I'd talk about this. I thought I'd talk about this. And you guys have a good day. Peace out.